I wonder how everybody that's hating on Lando's feeling today.
Yeah, I mean, we could take a moment of silence for them if we need to.
Well, we're back. Lando Norris wins
Lando,
the world championship.
let's
The
go.
He did
2025
it.
Formula
Let's
One world
go.
champion. He fucking did
He
it.
did it in style too, man. He did it in
Yeah,
style. I
seriously.
mean, obviously, a P1 would be amazing, but
Mhm.
his drive was insane.
He kept
the
it.
overtakes,
Oh.
was good.
Those overtakes were
those overtakes.
unbelievable.
That was he kept his cool the whole entire time.
Yeah,
Listen, the move made that Oscar made lap 1 on him was cool. That was dope, honestly. But I
great.
think Lando was just like, it doesn't matter, head down.
Mhm.
Let me just
Yep.
hold this pace. And he knew he was gonna go long anyway, so let him go through that. And in the beginning, I was like, oh my god, he got fucking Leclerc up his ass.
Leclerc
Yeah.
was just relentless.
Yeah,
Oh
it was-
man, and I was like, oh my god, Leclerc, if you take this, Max is gonna fucking win. But like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, it was a crazy start of the race. I think Lando drove a. It was just unbelievable,
Yeah, how do you
and
guys
good on McLaren for actually keeping their shit together for once.
Yeah.
And
yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
All of the radio messages that came over is like, "We like where we are. This is cool. Are
Yeah.
you comfortable?" Like
Right.
they were really just
He barely
soft on the
talked.
radio.
He
He didn't
didn't
Yeah, he
talk
barely
at
talked.
talk at all. It was crazy.
Locked in.
He was
Yeah,
he was locked in.
he was locked in for sure.
But I mean,
no
Oscars
wins to
yeah,
in Miami to fucking
the win.
championship is
I think we're
insane.
his, I think we're his lucky charm. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm trying.
Not to take away credit from Oscar, that overtake
Mhm.
was incredible. It was
Ballsy.
Unexpected.
it was hard tires, first lap, around the outside. That was a hell of a move by Oscar.
Yeah. It reminded me of the overtake he did on Lewis during the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, where he went
Yeah.
during the dirty part of the
Yeah.
track
Yep.
and overtook Lewis. Like that was
That was a Max Verstappen
yeah.
move also.
Yeah.
In Monza, or wherever that was.
So where was this
Yeah.
before? But yeah,
honestly,
it was-
huge shout out to Oscar Piastri and Max Verstappen. You know, they put up a fight this season, especially Max.
for
man.
sure.
Was it by 2 points?
2 points.
2 points?
2 points,
And-
all by himself.
All
Was
by
it worth?
himself.
Was it worth pissing off Russell? Who knows? But yeah.
Fucking
I think
what
it's
is it?
Kimmy too.
Is Red Bull second in the constructors, or is that I believe they are. Let me see. I'm gonna
Are
find
they
out right
really?
now.
I thought it was Mercedes.
It was a fight between Mercedes and Red Bull, and I'm gonna find out teams. No, it is Mercedes.
Yeah,
by
okay.
so 469 to 451. That's
Okay.
still
Yeah.
wild for one
Yeah, yeah.
driver. Just,
For sure.
just
That's crazy.
crazy.
Well, I mean, also big shout out to Hamilton. I mean,
Yeah.
his past couple races have not been what he would like to be, but I mean, he still
No.
came back, finished in the points.
yeah.
Ferrari was looking quick all weekend, and I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's glad that this is behind him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
hopefully 2026
Yeah.
brings a new life, because
For sure.
he really could use this break, I bet.
Yeah, no, seriously. I read somewhere that he's just gonna fully disconnect.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it comes
We'll see what they can do.
2026 with it. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
But go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, just this weekend was a bit crazy. I mean, from practice to qualifying, seeing Max somehow put together that freaking lap. I mean, I know he got a tow from Yuki, and I think
That-
Alonso for a little bit too.
Yeah,
But
that toe didn't do much, because the next lap he put in a faster lap right after.
Yeah,
Right,
It was his tires.
right.
I mean, he had fresh tires.
Yeah.
Which was a little interesting that McLaren put Lando in that situation where he didn't have pole. I mean, another weird situation where they decided to not use or keep some fresh tires for Q3 and then let Max run away with it. a little strange. I guess obviously none
Yeah.
of this matters now, but
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly.
I hope they just have a little bit more sense of mind come next year. There's a lot that they need to go back and look at.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they'll look back at all of their mistakes and try and work around what strategy, because there were some wild mistakes. But at the end of the day, Lando takes it.
For sure.
Lando wins, and he honestly he did a really great job. Those over like when they first pitted him, and I was like, oh shit, like he's
Stuck
gonna
in
be
traffic,
in traffic. He did
Mhm.
get stuck in traffic,
He
but
was stuck in traffic.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was stuck behind a DRS train.
But this is exactly the moment where you need to say, "Fuck this shit! I can't play it safe. I gotta go for it." And he was going for it, and he overtook. He did a phenomenal job overtaking everybody.
Yeah,
and
double overtaking.
What was it? It was
double overtaking, not trying to what do you call it? Defend Kimmy as well. Like just like focus
didn't overthink
ahead.
it. Yeah.
Let me just do it. And he kept quiet and calm, and he managed to get through all the crazy traffic and get ahead of Leclerc and everybody.
Yeah, and he gets behind Yuki, and
that
was the scariest moment. Of the race for me.
I'm sure he was nervous about it too, because the Red Bull playing the game there, and
absolutely,
and it sucked for Red Bull, because out of all places, that straight is just like there's nothing you could really do. There's really nothing you can do to defend that much, and especially with Lando being so close. So I mean, Yuki couldn't really do anything there, just outside of driving,
of freaking swerving back and forth, which
that's
the reason Lando went off. But
out of all of the penalties that I thought Lando was going to get a penalty. And then, which at the end of the day didn't necessarily matter, because I think he was still 5 seconds ahead of
barely.
Even if he wasn't, they would have swapped with.
But for them to give
Oscar.
Yuki the 5 second penalty, they should have just called it a racing incident and keep it moving. But Yuki's like, bro, I can't catch a fucking break, bro. Like I'm getting let go of my seat. I'm being asked to like help this dude win the championship. And now they're throwing a penalty on me. It just what a way to go out.
That's funny.
But I'm happy Lando didn't get a 5 second or any kind of penalty, because like what if you really think about it, like there was nothing he could do outside of avoiding Yuki on the outside of the track to avoid getting fucking thrown off the damn track too. So it's like, I mean, he had no choice but to do that. So I guess that's where they justified like not giving him a penalty. So
they were quick with this decision this time, which like I don't feel like they ever are any other race, but was glad that it worked out. I think like, had he gotten the penalty, I don't think it would have mattered. Even if he wasn't 5 seconds ahead of Leclerc, they would have had Oscar, I think, just swap at the end. And but it was perfect from Lando. I don't know where this overtaking stuff was earlier. Like I don't know if people on the track were just kind of chilling too and not putting up too much pressure, but
it was wild back there. It was wild back there. I mean, so many people got penalties. People were on track limits. There was a ton of penalties being thrown left and right. But Lando was surprisingly aggressive on those overtakes. Up on the inside. The double overtake was incredible to see. It was really, really a masterclass. I really loved it.
It was night and day compared to where he was in the beginning. It was night and day, like compared to where he was in the beginning of the season. Like it was like he would have messed up, or maybe played it too safe. But he's just like, I got a fucking championship to win right now, and I gotta get all this stuff. So I think honestly, like this was I don't know. It's one of the better drives that I've seen Lando do this whole season. I think it's right up there. Even outside of the fact that he won, and this is the championship winning drive for him. But just him pitting, getting into the midfield, traffic. Meanwhile, all of them were on hard tires. They didn't need to give up. There was no blue flags. He needed to work through that. So the fact that he was able to do it just showed, man, like something in him is like lit up,
He
and he was
didn't
just
lose
like,
any
no,
time either behind
yeah,
that,
Yeah.
which I
yeah,
thought. I
exactly.
think there were maybe 6 cars ahead of him at one
It
point.
was,
Mm-hmm.
Big DRS train,
yeah,
and I was like, "Damn, this is not good. He's going to lose a lot of pace. Leclerc's going
yeah,
to come up from behind, but he was able to do it." And then obviously he gets through this. We're down to maybe the last 10 laps. I'm thinking, okay, he's good. He has his tires, and then McLaren comes on the radio. Is like, "Hey, do you want to maybe switch to softs at the end?" I'm like, "Bro,
Yeah, I'm like,
don't touch anything,
I
bro. What are you
know.
doing?"
I'm like, just stop. You already
oh,
done two
Just
stops already.
yeah.
Like,
I don't. His
just
response was
chill.
clear. It's just like, just I don't
He's
even
like,
remember what he
"Guys."
said, but
I
it's
think
just
it's the
like,
only time he spoke. The race was like,
yeah,
No,
maybe,
Lando
but if
passive
there's a safety
aggressively.
car, yeah,
He's
like,
passive aggressive. He's like, yeah, but what if like shit hits the fan? Like,
yeah,
have we thought
exactly,
about that?
yeah,
It was
yeah,
crazy to hear that they wanted to do that, which was a
yeah.
little bizarre. But thankfully
But
he stayed out. And there was one thing that Jolyon Palmer kept mentioning when in terms of like Red Bull strategy,
yeah,
that they didn't back up to kind of cause traffic, which was surprising to me, especially coming from Red Bull. I would assume that they would kind of throw everything, at this.
right.
I think that was a lost opportunity for Max.
I mean,
Yeah,
I see his point, but it's just like it's you got from Red Bull's point of view, you only have one driver essentially fucking driving for your team,
yeah,
and is it too risky because Max needs to come in first, and
Right.
Oscar was super fast on those hards,
Yeah.
and as well as on those mediums,
yeah,
but I get the idea, the point of doing that, but it's just like Max is battling by himself up there too.
yeah. But
So he could back it up for sure, but
right.
then he runs the risk of getting overtaken by Oscar too. And then I don't know. I don't know if it was just too
But
like,
I think that's the risk.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the risk. I'm assuming they wanted to back up to cause traffic, to cause like,
Well,
Just
for
to get
Leclerc,
crazy
some
shit.
some
yeah,
chaos,
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
something
Yeah.
happening. Yeah, I think it was weird because worst case scenario, Max doesn't win the championship at that point, and that's fine. But like, it's what's one race win over a potential championship in that regards. I think, um, I forget, one of the announcers mentioned it too. Like they could have started Yuki on softs to try to get
Hmm.
him up ahead as much as possible. Switch to hards, and then if they did back everything up, Yuki could have been in a position to hold
yeah.
someone back
Yeah.
because of the pits and everything like that. Um,
I mean,
it was a little odd thing. I do think though that Oscar overtaking Lando um, did kind of put some pressure on Max to not back things up too much because
yeah.
Oscar was quick and I think Lando's race engineer mentioned that too at the race at the interview after that, like Lando didn't let Oscar pass, but like he didn't put up a fight for it because really it
Yeah.
just messes with Red Bull more than him. So
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. And I think the strategy behind putting Yuki on soft was I mean on hards was exactly what we saw. The only problem
yep,
is it's where it happened. If it would have happened anywhere else where and like sector 1 or sector 3
yeah,
where you know you're not in that long straight with the McLarens are, like I feel like Yuki would have probably had more opportunity to defend or at
yep,
least battle with Lando. But like sometimes, for example, going down that long straight, right? Because I do this in the game all the time. If I know somebody's right on my ass, I usually let them overtake me during that after that long straight right into that
Hmm.
chicane, going into the second DRS zone. Because now they're in front of you, but you are technically behind them within 1 second, so you get DRS coming into the
DRS,
next straight,
yep,
into
Hmm.
that long fast turn. So I think I think maybe he was thinking like, okay, if he overtakes now, I could try to fight if I'm still close enough for me to catch DRS to then go straight down. But
yeah.
I
It
don't
was
know.
too early in the straight. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Yeah.
think again, his tires are out. They were running for a very long time. Hards. Lando had just pitted, so he's on fresh tires. It's all that shit. So,
Yeah.
but again, I think if it would have made a slight difference if it was in a different section of the track. And it's just unlucky for Red Bull. But one thing I want to also speak to is Max's mindset after the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, very chill, very like didn't give
Yeah.
really didn't care.
He's-
Happy for Lando.
Yeah, and I think for the Red Bull team, they needed to hear that coming from him because he
Yeah.
even said, "I am not disappointed, guys.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting to be here. The fact
The second
that
half of
like
the
we're
year,
here fighting, like
Right.
he's actually really proud and all that stuff, and it's just
Mhm.
completely different mindset. I mean, I guess I'll think the same way after having 4 titles and being like
Right.
considered the best driver in the world, right? And then only losing by 2 points.
Yeah.
Two,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, and he's in second too, which, like I said,
He's
was
second,
like
which is
he
crazy.
should not have been. It easily should have
Yeah.
been Lando and Oscar.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no, this is the again, and I'm sure everyone talks about this, but like I just keep thinking back of the little moments that's cost everyone a little bit of points here and there.
Yeah.
I think of Kimmy crashing into Max
Mm.
and how that
Yeah.
changed everything too. But
In Austria, yeah.
yeah, it's
Nando's
it's
DNF
crazy.
during
Yeah,
the
but yeah,
there's a lot.
we spoke about this in the podcast before, where like I don't want their championship to have like a star next to it or anything, and I don't think
Yeah.
it does. I think everyone has had plenty of mess ups that were their fault and not their fault, and um, in the end, Lando was just consistent, and
Yeah, that's true.
that's what got him the championship.
That is
Mhm.
true. That is
Yeah.
100% true. And I called it during the break when we came back. I was like, these next couple of races, these tracks don't really suit Oscar so well, maybe outside of Qatar. But
Yeah.
Lando he fucking drove his ass off this whole entire season. And I think out of all the drivers, he bounced back the most.
Yep.
In terms of like, not Oscar taking the lead in the first half of the season, all the mess ups that happened with him,
Mhm.
all the mental gymnastics that he's probably going through
Right.
and all that shit. And then,
All the pressure,
Yeah, all
all
the
of the
pressure.
criticism that's
Yeah.
happened,
yeah,
and for him to still kind of keep his head down and do it, I think this is a big, F you to all of the haters and
Yeah.
the people who doubted him. I think he
Yep.
proved to everyone that he deserves to be a champion in this
Yep.
final race, which was fantastic. So,
Yep.
Kudos to him, man. I think
Yeah.
this is we're not going to see the last of him, but it is interesting to see what's going to happen come next year when everything
sure.
gets
Yeah.
flipped on its head.
One thing he mentioned too was like, I think he mentioned this last year. It's like he says I don't want to win a championship like any other way. Like he wants to win it his way, and that's not being, super angry and aggressive, saying all this other stuff during interviews and whatnot, and he was
Yeah.
able to do it. And yeah, I'm excited to see what a championship Lando Norris looks like, a champion
Yeah.
during the next seasons and stuff.
He's changing his
See
number.
how
No, I don't
oh,
think
yeah.
so.
No,
You
you
think he
keep
is?
number 4. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I don't know. He might just. I mean, I don't know if Max gets to keep it
No,
if he
I
doesn't
don't
change
think-
his number, but
I don't know.
Well, Max is going back to 33, right?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
69
Or
apparently.
60.
So,
Oh yeah.
That's the number he originally wanted,
yeah,
but Dad was like, no.
but
But honestly, like I remember watching Lando first, like when he first started driving for McLaren,
yeah,
and it's just crazy to see how long it's been
yeah,
him being there, and how, first of all, he was a fucking baby,
Yeah.
right? Like a
Yeah.
child. Now he's just like a world champ. That's crazy.
yeah.
And all of this happened in the span of just 2 years, really. If you think about his
Yeah.
first win last year,
First win, yeah,
and then all the wins up until now, him winning the world championship. So it was like really cool to see, like, his and all his form, like, and he drove with Carlos Sainz in McLaren, drove with Daniel
Right.
Ricciardo, now with Oscar
Mhm.
Piastri, and he's been the one consistent. This is why I tell people, like, guys, like, you see Oscar. This is not to shit on Oscar at all.
right,
Oscar did not have to go through the growing pains of McLaren, all the stuff that McLaren had to go through, even before the reg changes.
yep,
The car
Yeah.
wasn't performing well, and
Yeah,
and
Lando's been-
And Lando,
consistent.
like he went from like this is I forget exactly who said this, but it was a perfect description of Lando from where he was to where he is now. He went from learning to leading, and I think that's the best
Yeah,
Mm.
his journey overall. You know, he went from making his own calls in Russia in the rain, staying on the slicks to spinning out, him leading
right.
the race and then spinning out to him winning his first race, to winning a bunch of races last year, to where he's at right now, which is
Yeah.
Right.
which is awesome. I love to see it.
Oh,
And I know
it's
last time
so
I
cool.
said I hope Max takes it, but
Yeah,
I'm very happy Lando won, honestly.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
if
yeah, no.
fans are annoying the shit out of me, but whatever.
Well, I tell you one thing. This season was definitely an exciting one. It came down all the way to the end, as
Yeah.
we saw, and there were some moments where we had our doubts. And Matthew, you mentioned it earlier that, and this is something that Crystal and I were talking about, is that Lando, he didn't necessarily give off champion at the beginning. But
Yeah.
but maybe what we can learn from this is that we don't necessarily need someone who is a hothead or as aggressive to be considered a world champion. Maybe someone who can play in somewhat shape or form, play fairly,
yeah,
and be a little bit more conservative, still come through in the championship. So maybe he, for lack of a better way, maybe changing the way people see champions. And I think Lando deserves it from start to finish. I think he's fantastic. I'm not, didn't see him come up in the racing, but
yeah.
I'm happy to see the couple of years that I have seen him.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic, and the Netflix series is going to be one hell of a
Yeah.
Oh
watch.
yeah.
And then
I
if
can't wait
anybody
for
that
this
thinks
season.
yeah, if anybody thinks that what Ben was saying was a dig at Max, but no, let's be real. Max, listen, Max had his moments. We all know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
In 20, this year, him
And see a
crashing
little
in
bit this year, right? Yeah.
Sure. But overall, I do think Max is a completely different driver. I mean,
Absolutely.
just this, he's still aggressive. I just think he's
Yeah.
more reserved with his outburst,
Right.
and maybe that's because he's a dad now.
Oh
He
yeah.
even said it even before a couple of races ago. These races don't mean nothing. I come home, I see my daughter,
Yeah.
and everything
Yeah.
is just fine. And I think to tame a beast, his daughter came
Yeah.
into this world, and
Yep.
he's starting to realize, the world doesn't end even if I don't win this fifth title. It would
Right.
have been amazing. He never thought, and I think he came to terms with that. But also, they needed a lot of luck to win,
They
which
did.
their luck would have been Leclerc overtaking. And if Leclerc would have overtaken Lando, I think Max would have won the championship because
Oh,
Leclerc would have
absolutely.
made it easy for him to overtake him back. So,
Yeah. Well, but
you know,
yeah.
a lot of if, whats, and buts, right?
Exactly. It happened.
Yeah.
Lando did what he needed to do to take the questions off the table. Like he
Yeah.
got on the podium. That's outside of that. There's no team orders. There's no luck for anyone else. It was
And I
all
heard
on him. And so
both garages weren't sharing information
yeah,
either.
yeah,
So
and
just to make it fair, I guess, like,
right,
I think the way Zach handled this last couple of races, throughout all the criticism that everybody was giving McLaren this whole entire year, I gotta give it to him. It's tough. I can't imagine being in a position where you have
right,
two
Yeah.
of your drivers battling for the championship without playing favoritism in a way.
right.
Like you really can't. You kind of have to give them both the opportunity to do it, and just
Yeah,
kind of like
and they both
let them.
deserved it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's right. Despite all the criticisms, even we have for McLaren at some points,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
we have to give it to them because Oscar is only on his third year of F1 and was legitimately like putting up a challenge to Lando
Mhm.
for most of the year.
Oh, for sure.
And I think I say a lot of shit about them talking about two number one drivers and whatnot, but it's impressive what's they have as a team. And it'll be really interesting to see if McLaren can actually keep this together through the change in regulations and
Mhm.
actually come back as a team to what
Yeah.
I know they were before.
Yeah.
because they haven't
Yeah.
won since 2008. I believe is what they said.
Something
so.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, one thing I can give credit to McLaren and Zach Brown is that the transparency is right there for everyone. They said it that if it comes down to Lando and Oscar doesn't have a chance, that they're gonna call team orders. They didn't keep that at all. They were very transparent. So
Right.
whatever they're doing obviously works.
And I
Yeah.
agree. And I think people also got to understand, I'm sure there's going to be people criticize, why did Oscar stay out so damn long?
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
like this
He
was
got the
part of his
second.
strategy. This is
Yeah.
also something that they've been communicating with him during the race
Mm-hmm.
and constantly asking him, how are the tires? I'm starting to, the rears are starting to
Yeah.
go a little bit.
Right.
But again, he had the pace and they were banking on a safety car for
They're
sure.
banking on a safety car. That's
That's
the only
what
thing
he
you can
needed.
do, especially in
Yep.
his position.
Yeah.
Only thing you can do.
And he was driving a really, really great race too, and it's really surprising that there was no safety car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This track in particular, there's always something going on. So it was weird in that sense, but I don't think it was a boring race. I think it was exciting, especially with Leclerc and Lando, the overtakes and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And Max just got away with it. He won the race, but
Yep.
I don't know. I'm very, very, very happy with this lineup of drivers, especially on the top. Just
Yeah.
I feel like next year is definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be very, very interesting. So
Obviously, a lot of the focus over the past couple races have been on like the top drivers, but I mean throughout the entire season, we had so much activity and so much craziness happening in the backfield. I mean,
Yep.
Nico and then the Williams team. Like, I'm super excited to see what
Yeah.
this is going to look like, and hopefully see more closer racing as we head
Right.
into 2026, which is going to make this all very, very, very exciting.
yeah, I
So,
wonder
yeah,
how
I agree.
everybody that's hating on Lando's feeling today.
Yeah, I mean, we could take a moment of silence for them if we need to. Y'all. I mean, they're haters are gonna hate. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, that's so funny.
but I'm so happy that Lando shut them up. Man.
Shut 'em
That's
up?
all you can do.
Oh, he was so emotional too during that win. That was
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
it was
that's
so great.
crazy.
You just tell the
And his
moment
mom.
he
Every time I
crossed
see
the
his
line.
mom, I get
Yeah,
emotional
yeah.
every time I see his mom.
man.
Yeah.
It was getting me a little emotional. I was just
Yeah,
like,
just a bit.
yeah, like it. I have to. It goes without saying.
There's a part where he's like literally tears in his eye, wiping it off. He's like, "I'm not crying. I'm not crying." Yeah.
I'm not crying. He said that multiple times.
It's so funny.
Sometimes it's like I'm sure he'd probably be thinking in his head and just trying to be quiet because like in the beginning of the race is like this could happen.
Yeah.
And then the overtaking happens. He's just like, okay, I don't know. There's a lot that could happen throughout the hour and a half of them racing. And then towards the very end, he's like, holy shit, this actually happened.
Yeah.
My God, I can't imagine that feeling of
Yeah,
just
Sure,
like,
just crossing the line and nothing can stop you
Yeah.
now. Like,
yeah, exactly. And just
Got to see the
fucking-
donuts through the
Yeah.
donuts. That's sick.
yeah,
man.
that was awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, Abu Dhabi looks pretty sick. I love that
Yeah,
track. of
we
the
were
game.
talking about that.
does.
I mean, that'll be a dope
That
place to
would
go
be.
to.
They have a lot of great viewing spots.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
regular GA is sick. The fucking start finish is dope. Like the podium is right there. You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone from
yeah.
Emirates is watching, like, hey,
Yeah,
we'll be down.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be
seriously.
down.
No, it looks great.
It does look cool. It does look very cool. It's a very nice track too. And it's like a $1 billion,
Yeah.
$3 billion track. It's very expensive.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can you believe we did it, guys? Every
Yeah.
single race
I
we
know.
did an episode,
Yeah.
give or take. Maybe an
Yeah.
extra episode thrown in there, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it.
A couple of extra episodes in
2
there.
or 3
actually.
extras. Yeah. But
Yeah. What is it? The
It's awesome.
25th?
27th episode.
27th? Look at that.
Yeah, there were 24
Wow.
races, so we had a few extras in there, but
We got a couple
Wow.
more. That
one early. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I
yeah.
mean, I just want to say I appreciate everyone who watched, who didn't watch, who heard
Yeah.
about us, who supported us, who continue
Yeah.
to support us. I think
Yeah.
this is something that I think we would never ever do.
No, never,
Um,
never,
No.
never. I would have never
And,
thought
we're happy.
calling up Matthew like, yo, Matthew, you just want to do a pot? Like, you think Ben would
let's
be
talk
down?
about
Like,
it. Yeah.
just fucking do it. Like, let's just like.
Oh, it was
Ben was
great.
like, what is it gonna look like? I was just like, I don't know. Let's just after every race, let's just talk about what
Sit down and
happened.
talk.
scheduling, all that shit, like all the ups and downs. We
Oh
learned so
God,
much. I
yeah.
would have never thought. Sorry, I would have never thought from starting this, right, in what March to doing giving giveaways at bars
Yep.
with
That was
meeting
crazy.
all the cool people, fans that we met, all the fandom
Yeah.
that's in New York City. Awesome, amazing. You guys know who you are. You're all great. Love you all.
Yeah.
To interviewing Ava Dobson, our first like real professional
Actual
driver,
race, yeah.
race
Right.
driver, to interviewing like Sarah and then going to fucking Vegas, like
Yeah.
somebody meeting Rachel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who's a freaking I don't know. She just does so much. She's
She does a
everywhere,
lot, yeah.
right?
She's everywhere. Yeah, she's everywhere.
She grinds like crazy. And then for her to invite us to go to do the panel at the
Yeah.
Hard Rock
Uh,
Cafe in Las Vegas, and for us to then go to Vegas
I didn't know what we were getting
was
into, guys. Like,
Yeah.
it
I
was
had
so
no
Yeah.
idea.
cool.
I think whatever our expectations were,
Yeah,
got blown out.
yeah,
But it was
blown out.
fun. It's fun. It's
It was
great.
damn fun.
Like,
We have a lot of work to do for next season.
Yeah.
Some
yeah,
changes, and we just want to improve and try and continue to
yeah. Seriously,
spread this word.
yeah.
absolutely. So
Um,
I think before we end, I don't know if there's anything else for the race, but I did want to ask you guys if we wanted to go team by team and just talk about just our thoughts for the end of the
Yeah.
year, and then
Yep.
maybe we could actually officially vote on our own rookie of the
the
year,
rookie of the
driver
year.
of the
Yeah.
year,
Yeah. I
and
didn't
all
want to
that.
forget about
So,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, well,
right.
first of all, anything else on the race, the finish, anything else? Or I mean, we're super happy Lando won. It's
No.
amazing.
No, I think it
No.
No took it.
it worked out the best it could for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
let's go into it then.
Yeah.
10
Start at the
teams,
bottom.
Alpine, start at the bottom, 10th
Yeah.
place.
I
Yeah, you can start, Matt. Go ahead.
yeah, no, my big thing with Alpine was how they screwed Jack over earlier this year. I think that's kind of the only thing worth
Yeah.
talking about with them. I don't not too impressed with anything they've been able to do, and I don't think Colapinto was honestly good enough to replace Jack. Not we didn't really get to see much of what he could do,
Yeah.
but that's it's Alpine's
Yeah.
weird, but
I
I agree.
agree with you. I don't feel like Jack had much time to show if he was worthy of being a F1 driver or not.
right.
I feel like there was a lot of panic with Alpine.
Yep.
I feel bad for Pierre Gasly because he's a really great driver, and
He did so well in the beginning, and then just
Yeah.
kind of.
I
fell
mean,
off.
the team just stopped developing the car. I think I just feel
Yeah.
like there's no point next year. They're gonna have a new engine, hopefully a new team principal, hopefully a new structure, and hopefully they can bounce back. But you know,
Yeah. They're on a Renault
I have-
engine this year, right?
I think the
um,
last year.
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna go to Mercedes next year. So
Yeah.
Well, my quick thought about it is Colapinto, don't think he's ready for it. Pierre, unfortunately, he didn't necessarily finish. He kind of fell off. I think they have a
Yeah.
lot to figure out. Flavio is a weird person to lead that team. I don't necessarily believe that he should be there, especially after his history. So
yeah,
Alpine needs to figure things out.
Yeah. Who's next?
Kick Sauber last year for Sauber.
Mhm.
I think Kick out of all the teams on the lower part of the grid, I guess Kick is my favorite in terms of the most
Yeah.
improved outside of Haas. I would say Kick just because our boy Nico Hulkenberg
Yeah.
is on the team, but I think we've seen some out of the blue performances come from both Gabriel and Nico, and I think
Yep.
they did really well this year. But yeah, I just feel like they're gonna be Audi next year. Let's see what
Yep.
happens. Audi F1, that's gonna be really interesting. So technically, we're getting somewhat like 2 new teams.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, Nico did great. You know, got his first podium this year too, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Really happy for him.
No,
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, Mark. I think it gives me lots of hope for how they're gonna handle the transition to Audi. I very impressed with Bortoleto, uh, and I hope that Hulkenberg can help Audi kind of grow to where they need to be, and
I don't want to see him go.
definitely, I don't want to see him go for sure. But they definitely feel like the most improved kind of team, because considering where they were last year with um, I forget the guys' names, but yeah, they were bottom of the barrel then. So
Yeah, as a team, definitely most improved. And a podium for the team is huge. So
Yeah.
hopefully they can continue to ride that high, especially with Audi coming through.
Yeah.
Hopefully, some new threads will look good on them.
my
Right.
biggest the best memory I got for Kick Sauber was when Nico got podium. Was it Nico got podium or was it Gabriel? Something. I think it was Nico getting podium. And this is how much of an underdog they are, because I really like the team principal. I think he has a good head on shoulders. He knows the direction where the team needs to go next year.
Yeah.
They didn't really have money for champagne or anything to
Yeah,
celebrate.
they didn't have
Like they
champagne.
were
Oh
getting
no,
gifted and stuff, and it was awesome. It was just like
that's
cool to see.
awesome.
Like
Yeah.
it was so like I don't know. I don't know. It was a warm moment that you rarely see from team to team.
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
was Aston Martin giving them some stuff. So
That's awesome. That's
yeah.
cool.
I
Yeah,
still
Austin-
think Nico got played with that Lego trophy. But,
yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
know. Lego
Yeah.
race is still the highlight of the year, I think. But
Yeah.
outside of it.
That's funny.
Haas,
Ali,
Ali
man.
is the man.
he was amazing this weekend too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But he's the future, man. You gotta look out for
Yeah.
him. That's all I'll say on Haas.
yep.
Yeah.
They're gonna be Toyota title name, I believe.
Yeah.
MoneyGram is gone. This is the end of it, and then they're gonna be
Is it the
bringing
GNU
in the
racing
Toyota,
or whatever? Yeah.
like racing, like line. That's gonna
That's
be
sick.
cool. That's gonna be
That's
cool. Again, so in a way, we're getting Audi, Toyota.
Ford's
Yeah.
coming in with Red Bull, right? Like,
Yeah, yep.
yeah,
Yep.
it'll be
All right.
kind of cool. I do
Esteban
think with say that again.
Esteban Ocon did really well this season as well.
Yeah, but I do think that he under delivered for what they were expecting from him. I mean, Ali, I think seems to be
Ali got more points than him, no?
yeah, he seems to
Yeah.
be the head of the team at that point. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. We got Aston Martin next.
oh,
I mean,
Ah,
I
saw
think they
some
were hoping. I
improvements.
think they were hoping to be lower, so they could get more time in the wind tunnel for next year.
but Alonso was the one carrying that whole team on his back.
Yeah.
So I think Alonso
Some improvements
outperformed.
there, but we'll see.
Yeah. They come out of nowhere. Let's see what happens. We got Racing Bulls right after.
Emily
Our
Lawson.
boy- Liam Lawson
Lost.
and our boy Hadjar.
Yeah.
I think
But this is
mhm. Go
yeah,
ahead.
this is an interesting one because Yuki's swap out of there, I think, screwed him over more than anything else.
Screwed him over,
He was-
helped Liam out. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
seriously.
doing pretty good in the RB Yuki, and then they just
Yeah.
chose Liam over him. Is really it. So
That was Yuki.
Well,
That was
Hadjar-
one of Yuki's regrets that he didn't finish the season. Didn't get to drive the RB car more.
Yeah. But Hadjar did amazing this whole entire season.
yeah,
Yeah,
From-
he
He's
probably
joining-
replaced.
joining
Yep.
Red
Yeah,
Bull.
he replaced maybe 3 or 4 steering wheels because he punches them so often. But I love his
When he's
attitude
angry.
and I love his hunger
yeah.
for it.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully putting him in that Red Bull seat is going to give him what
Mm-hmm.
he's looking for, and I am so excited. We saw a little bit in this race. We saw Kimi and
yeah.
Hadjar go a little bit at it, but I'd love to see those two up front.
Oh
fighting it
yeah.
out.
I can't
Yeah,
wait. to
Kimmy
see
and Hadjar are going to be the two rookies to keep an eye on. They're going to get to the point where they're fighting against each other. That's going to be
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
It's gonna be
yeah,
cool to
that's
see.
gonna be sick.
Then we got Williams, the most improved out of all of them from last year.
Yep.
Shout out to Williams, Carlos Sainz, Alexander Albon, James. You guys did fucking phenomenal this whole entire season. Carlos, I'm
Yeah.
sure he's super happy. He dodged a major bullet with Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
Wasn't looking so good for him at the start too, so glad he was able to pull it through.
Yeah.
Carlos, what he had 2 or 3 podiums this year.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and he did some really solid like qualifying as well, getting in to Q3 a lot as well. So Williams just most improved. You know, in terms of like year over year performance, I
Absolutely.
think they made the biggest jump forward for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
Coming
Albon towards the end kind of fell off a little bit. I don't know what's going on with him. At the beginning of the year, he was doing great, but
Yeah.
I think overall the team, nothing but good things. Hopefully next year we can start seeing more and more of Williams up front. They were huge, not just from a racing standpoint, but I do feel that Williams and Atlassian have been so active in the community.
Yeah,
With
absolutely.
Yep.
content creators. I think they've just been really, really out there. So, as a whole, as a collective, I think a big win for them.
They got that
Big
Atlassian
W.
money.
Big W.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big W. Yeah, exactly. And then we got our. And we got. I don't even want to fucking say their name.
Yeah.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
F. They get an F for
Yeah.
for
Big
the season.
fat F.
Let's just
Yeah, man.
throw it in the bin. Let's not even talk about it. Feel bad.
We've
I feel
talked
bad for
about them
Kevin.
so much on every
Yeah.
single episode and
Yeah.
explain how terrible they're doing. They need
Yeah.
to take the season and really just forget about it and come back
Yeah.
and show the fans that they've worked on something.
I
Because-
hope they
Yeah.
take the advice from both drivers next year, restructuring.
I hope so.
And allow Fred Vasseur and like Leclerc, and they got 2 drivers that could lead the team. They got a pretty solid
Yeah.
principal.
Yeah.
Like allow, please, like Ferrari higher ups. You guys don't like run the business, run the Ferrari, sell the cars, all that shit. Let them
Right.
fucking run the team.
Let them race.
Let-
Yeah.
Let them race, man, please.
Yeah. The only thing Ferrari has going for them are their pit stops, and they for some reason can put it together. They won the fastest like award or whatever, and so
Wow.
The only fucking
that's
award they
yeah,
deserve.
that's the only thing they're winning this
They're
year.
in the
so.
pits so damn often. Of course they're good at that shit. They're in the garage so
Yeah.
often.
Burn.
Yeah.
Red Bull, great man. What
AKA
about
Max Verstappen.
Yeah,
Max
I mean,
Verstappen.
Max Verstappen carried that whole team on his back, but they definitely bounced back, especially with Christian Horner leaving. Then we got our Puerto Rican coming in, taking over the team, and
Mhm.
just fucking he's doing great. And I think it kind of revamped the whole entire what do you call it, the team
Morale.
Vibe,
Morale.
culture, morale.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it helped. And
Yeah, and you
I
saw
can't
it
wait
too with their performances, with Max's performances.
yeah, exactly.
I
And
don't
just
know what the
Max's
hell
attitude.
Christian was doing, but
Yeah, I don't know. We would never know. I'm sure 10 years from now,
Yeah.
there's somebody will write a book, and we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll see.
But I'm
Well, I think we'll
looking
see him in
forward
F1 again. But
Yeah, I feel like a team like an Aston Martin or a Kick or something needs like a Christian to help
Yeah.
them. But I'm looking forward to next year with the Ford partnership. See how that looks, and yeah, let's see.
Cool.
Mercedes, great. George Russell, Mr. Consistent. Kimi Antonelli did
Yeah.
amazing. Toto Wolff also always keeping it together. That's just a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
I got really nothing bad to say about Mercedes. They did
yeah,
the best they can with the car that they have, and given everything like they did, finishing in second in the constructors is not bad at all.
Yeah.
You know,
I
So-
hope they're licking their lips for next year. I mean, with
Yeah.
all of the rumors going around that they have the fastest and best engine, we'll see. Hopefully, that's what they're looking forward to. But yeah, nothing terrible to say about Mercedes. I think they did good. Kimi, fantastic year. Fell
Yeah.
off a little bit towards the end of the year. Hopefully, some learning opportunities. But I'm
Yeah.
excited to see him next year.
yeah, same. And then we have McLaren, as we all know. It was kind of like a roller coaster ride with McLaren, but they pulled it off, and they had the 2 best drivers and the 2
best car. And,
fastest
yeah.
cars. So, big shout out to McLaren. I think outside of all the criticisms that you've heard. of
Yeah,
us.
I think they just they really need to reflect on this entire season and
Yeah.
and how close it got. It should be unacceptable to them, I think,
Yep.
really. And
Yeah.
enjoy the win, take what you can, but come in fucking ready next year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
don't just stay away from the media. Just shut up and like just I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just too much
They were this
nonsense. No more
close.
papaya
They were this
rules.
close to being our worst team. It could have gone that. It could have
Yes.
switched that
Yeah,
quickly
yeah,
for
it
them
could've.
Yeah.
if they would have
Yeah,
dropped
2
this
points
ball.
away.
Wow.
2 points away from
Yeah.
being the worst team of the year. Is really
Yeah.
what it came down to.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it would have been. Yeah,
Because
that would have been
if
really
they
bad.
lost the drivers' championship,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's no
Too
excuse.
close for
so.
comfort.
Okay. Rookie, turn 14's rookie of the year.
Oh, man.
14s.
Fireworks.
Who wants to go
Fire.
first?
Yeah.
I gotta give it a Hadjar, honestly. You guys probably
Yeah.
thought I was gonna say Kimi Antonelli,
Yeah.
I thought you were.
I
but
thought
I
so
gotta
too.
give it a Hadjar. Hadjar did great. The whole season consistently. Comparing him to Kimi is like, it's there. Kimi had his mess ups, his screw ups, and
Yep.
some things that were out of his control. But I think given Hadjar the car that he has, I think Hadjar rookie of the year for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might actually switch this up and say Kimi. I
Okay.
think he gave McLaren the championship. Way to go, crashing into Max. So I'll give him that.
Well,
But no, realistically though, I think halfway through the year I was leaning towards Hadjar, and I think he was better around that time. But I think Kimi has improved a lot since then, and has been much more consistent than Hadjar, despite obviously the differences in cars. And so, but Hadjar is a very, very close second. I am
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to see him and Max work together and just
Yeah,
That's
fucking.
gonna be cool.
Oh man, Hadjar has
I think,
a little bit of a hot head too. So that
Yeah,
maybe
and
Max
you know
calm
what?
him
That's
down a
why.
bit. So.
That's why he gets my vote for rookie of the year. I can see the hunger. I mean, aside from the racing, obviously we know he's in a different car, but I think he wants it bad, and he is the type that will do whatever he needs to do to win.
Yeah.
And I think he just gives off that animal, got that dog in him.
Yeah.
That we say. So he's my rookie of the year, and has always been from the first race. Just how upset he was to how
Yeah.
many times he's punched the steering wheel. He wants it, and I'm excited to see what he can do when he actually has the car to do it. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's my rookie
And he
of
has
the
a
year.
team, and he got lucky.
the team behind him. Yep,
Yeah, he got lucky. I think if you're gonna become a Red Bull driver, it's this time. This is the good time
For
to be
sure.
a Red Bull
Yep.
driver, Max. So let's see. So that's a wrap. I'm looking forward to next year. New regs, new team, Cadillac joining, a lot of switch ups happening. Again, Kick Sauber ending this year, gonna become Audi. We have Toyota coming in with Haas, and Red Bull, Ford. There's a lot of change happening.
yeah,
An additional team, 2 veterans coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas, which I'm
Oh,
really
yeah.
looking forward to. And it's back to the drawing board, starting from
Absolutely.
zero. Let's see
Yeah.
what concept works. Let's see what engine works. Let's
it's
see
gonna be so
what
unpredictable.
yeah, it's gonna be so unpredictable. And
I
cannot
can't wait to see the
fucking-
cars.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna be
know.
great, man. I want to see it all. It's gonna be great.
bye bye to DRS. I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely listen. I started watching Formula One with DRS, so I don't know anything. I don't know a world
Yeah.
without it.
Without
So
it,
it's
yeah,
gonna be really interesting to see, like no DRS, like what the fuck,
Yeah.
Right,
like
right.
maybe the arrow is gonna like change and allow for more slipstreaming. I don't know. We'll see what
knows?
happens, but
Yeah.
we got a couple of things we're in the works with, on the down, in the off season, and just stay tuned, and we'll continue to try to get some episodes out, figure out some stuff, but I don't know, guys. I don't know if there's anything else to say, but this was awesome.
Well, I mean,
Oh, this was
if
great.
if you made it this far in the video, give us
Yeah.
a follow, give us
Yeah.
a subscribe.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, share, tell your
subscribe.
friends about us. We're trying to do big things with some
Yeah.
big players in the field, and we want to bring along all of the fans with us.
Absolutely.
And who knows where this can go. So appreciate it. Give us a
Yeah.
follow. Do whatever we got to do to get us there.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
can't believe we made it here. 27
Yeah.
episodes in. It's just
That's
it's
crazy.
crazy.
Listen,
That's
guys.
crazy.
A lot of freaking
Lando,
work behind all this shit
yeah,
too.
yeah, seriously, man.
But
And we're not making no money on this shit right now. So,
that's
any
for sure.
sponsors wanting to,
We're in the
listen,
negative.
Yeah.
We're in the
seriously,
negative
we're
when
in
it
the
comes to
negative.
this shit.
Listen, Lando
Yeah.
won the fucking 2025 Formula One season. Like that's it. Like he
Yeah.
won, and I'm excited. And thank you everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.
See you on the next
All
one,
right,
guys.
take care, guys.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.